You know what time it is? It's giveaway time. I am opening up my Discord to y'all watching this now. So in the Discord, you get activity points that increase your level. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give away $50. That's right, 50 bucks at the end of April using those levels as entry. So if you're level 54, you get 54 entries into this thing. Now I will be going through the winning submissions to see if you actually just spam stuff, and the mods will be looking to see if you're spamming. But hey, join the Discord, get active, maybe win some money. Link is below. Also, just to extend the love, for everybody that posts a funny comment below, I will be selecting a winner every single week, and if they want, I will be sending them cash. Next week on Gacha Weekly, I will show you exactly what that person said in the comments and give them a means to reach out to me. Let's get started with this first edition of Gacha Weekly.
90% of people reading this haven't subscribed. Why?
So guys, as I'm going through all of this, I wanted to make sure that I'm only communicating to you very specific things. If you want me to include news about your game and what's coming up in next week, be sure to send me an email at gachaweekly@protonmail.com. I would love to hear from you guys. I'm just one person doing this, so please keep me honest, keep me informed, keep me in the loop so I can keep you all in the loop. Together 4 important updates that I thought were important for you to hear, and then I have some upcoming news for upcoming games that I think might interest you as well. So in no particular order other than the fact that they're alphabetical, I'm going to start out with AFK Arena. So AFK Arena added a new chapter to its main storyline in chapter 41. It's kind of crazy to think that they're already at 41 chapters, considering when my last huge adventure into the game, they were nowhere near this point. They continue to add a ton of content to this game. Though it is kind of easy for them to add this content, it's good to see that they're staying on top of things. They also added 50 floors between 80 and 850 in the King's Tower, and that's because the difficulty there was a little too hard. So now their total tower comes up to 900. So if you're new to the game, you have 900 options in the King's Tower to explore. And oh yeah, they're releasing 2 new skins for you pay-to-play players. Next is Another Eden. They're going into their 4-year anniversary in the Japanese server, but they're extending that celebration to the global community. They're giving you 1,000 free Chronos Stones, and they're increasing the rate in which you get daily Chronos Stones during the event. Most importantly, in my opinion, if you're willing to do so, they're offering an incredible one-time paid offer to where you are guaranteed a unit of your choice for the most part, and then additional perks as well. It's actually really well priced, and if you're a big fan of Another Eden, it's a great time to reward the devs. Last time they offered this pack, I bought it. I had no regrets. It was amazing. I am all for rewarding devs of great games. The next one is a bit of a hybrid. It is sort of old news, but I think it pairs well with the current news. Dragalia Lost opened up a new Onslaught mode. Or not even mode, I should say event. They have all these new things going on, but I think it pairs pretty well with the Trial of Mighty update that they released on the 7th of last week, because now they're giving everybody the mats to unlock mana circles for specific adventurers, and I think that that was really good additional daily content to throw onto Dragalia Lost. A lot of the community seems to be in love with Lilith, the latest adventurer that they added to the squad, so a lot of good things are happening for Dragalia Lost. It's kind of like a mixed bag of reviews within the last month's cycle. I'm really encouraged still to this date by Dragalia Lost, and it's still one of the highest rated games despite being slightly older and owned by a large company like Cygames and Nintendo. It's actually kind of rare that I would rate a company with that large of a publisher that highly. Now, forgive me for butchering this fake Grand Order news, but FGO is releasing Revival Gudgata. How would you say that? Anyways, they're doing a limited time summit event where you could get a number of different limited heroes. So if you're someone that's really into collector games, this is a perfect time for you to go find that. Now, fair warning, it is a little expensive, but also you could play through the main quest line for this event and get a 4-star hero as well. So they're offering a good amount of perks through this pickup summon. FGO is always a game that I keep an eye on, but it's not really in my wheelhouse of games that I enjoy. So I do apologize, and I'm really hoping that you could help keep me informed on the FGO and what exactly it means for the future of the game. Now that's the notable releases for this upcoming week. Let's look into some of the upcoming games in general. So we have some really big news in terms of official pre-registrations coming out. We see Summoner's War Last Centura, who's been rumored around. They've had a couple open beta tests. They are officially opening their pre-registration. I haven't truly seen any perks from doing so, but it is probably going to be a really big game when it comes on release because Summoner's War is such a large IP as it is. I've seen a lot of mixed reviews on the actual gameplay itself. So hopefully through this new beta testing period and going back to their alpha test, internal testing, they can change a little bit of that up before they release it back to the public. Also with the pre-registration is Countersight on their global side. I've been playing their CBT closed beta test, and I can tell you that I'm actually a pretty big fan of Countersight. It is a little bit more of a passive game, and it is a little bit of a gun hell mode where you're like, you really cannot keep up with everything that's happening on the screen, but it is freaking beautiful and it's fun. So if you're interested in checking out another gacha game as it's coming, I don't think it'll truly be your main game if you're someone that spends a ton of time in gachas, but if you're more of a casual player or you're looking for a good secondary game, I think Countersight is pretty good. And it's going to be opening globally here soon. So be sure to hop in that global pre-registration if you want to start day one. Fairy Tail Guildmasters is also opening up in its pre-registration. I'm not exactly sure how I feel about games like Fairy Tail Guildmasters. I'm still waiting to see more information. I haven't truly dug into it. So if you know anything about this game or it really interests you, feel free to tell me why. I'm really interested to know. And then in interesting news, that Yu Yu Hakusho gacha that we were expecting in 2020 that got canceled due to COVID is now coming back in pre-registration, and it's really cool to see Genkai Battle Spirits become back live again. I don't know anything about this game. I'm just excited that COVID games are back on the menu. So if you have any details on that, feel free to reach me again as well. Now, there's a game that I had never heard of when I encountered this that I'm really interested to see what happens during this open beta test. Yes, V Online, the Arc of Naphistim, announced it's going to be holding its open beta test from April 23rd through the 29th. So I'll have my eye out on that. I don't know anything about it, but hey, it's news. And then lastly, one of the most hyped gacha moments is coming live today. Disgaea RPG is officially releasing its server. You can officially download it now, but you won't be able to play it till later tonight. So if you see this on a day that isn't April 12th, hey, congrats, it's out there for you to go enjoy. So I'm personally excited for that. I'm excited to see if that's a game that can keep my attention for a while. If you want to see me cover some of that type of game, let me know. Again, I'm Gacha J. Be sure to reach me at GachaWeekly@protonmail.com if you have news related to your favorite game. Peace.